All right, another Mux Pearl. Mux Pearl's been liking us. Was Glorybringer in the yard? It was in the yard. The line was animate deck Glorybringer um and oh boy. Animate deck Glorybringer and sneak attack in the Harvester. Well, I'm gonna take the Tolarian Academy. I don't love taking the Academy and passing the Workshop. I do think it's just the best card with the turn pack one pick one Mux Pearl. Why didn't I look at the 15th card? I did look at the 15th card, I thought. I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure I scrolled down. I can check, I guess. Probably gonna take Mox Opal, honestly. Could take the Mind Twist. You're right, I did not look. Okay, well, could have been Lotus. So Mystic Confluence versus probably not gonna be that on Fast Bond versus Lutri. I think it's just the Confluence. Probably Remand over Odawara. Or Mystical Tutor. I've been loving the Mystical Tutor. I think Remand's also really good. Not exactly artifacts, but I think both these cards are really good in the Academy deck. So Relic of Sauron versus Ponder. I think Relic is really good. Ponder is also super nice. I think I just kind of want to continue to send a no art. I don't want to pass the Relic and the Mishra's Workshop. So there's Frantic Search to go with the Tolarian Academy. Storm Chaser's Talent could be more interesting than we think. I think I'll take the Frantic Search. Maybe not amazing. Can be really good. Yeah, even if they just abandon the workshop, that'll be a win for us. We'll take the memory jar. Just cannot feed the workshop drafter the jar. Although, in 2 picks, we're really hoping to see the workshop having come back. Not a big fan of Frantic Search card disadvantage. We don't have to play it, but I think it can be good in these decks. Maybe it's more of a reanimator card. I don't think there's really anything else in that pack, was there? Okay, so the workshop did not wheel, which is not too surprising, but we did do a pretty good job cutting the workshop stuff, so I feel okay. We have to fight over this kind of stuff a little bit anyways. So what do we take? We could take Vaultborn Tyrant, we could take Nadu. I think we'll take the Nadu. We could end up getting kind of fed. Pretty good first pack overall. No, yeah, Nadu wheel is a little bit surprising, I agree. Thanks, Immigrant. So Hedge Maze for the Nadu, and then Nantuko or Fastbond both are making some sense. Honestly, it's just it seems kind of open, so I think we're pivoting into Nadu. Hopefully, also like Nadu with Tolarian Academy. But Nantuko's just really good with Nadu. Sad that I've not picked up the Fastbond, I guess. We could just abandon the shop stuff too. We just have a Mox Opal, or sorry, Mox Pearl and in our Nadu deck. We'll see what this pack looks like. There's Exploration. There's Sowing Mycospawn, which can get me my Tolarian Academy. So the Mycospawn might be an interesting way to bridge the 2 plans. There's also just Expedition Map, which I'm not going to pick one. I do like Mycospawn a lot. I think this card's really good. Maybe a little underrated, although I don't think it's going to be taken from this pack. This pack's kind of weak. There's also Breach. I'll take the Mycospawn. Mycospawn's also like, we could end up just being a Gaia's Cradle deck instead, and then we kind of bridge the gap a little bit there. So there's Oko. Oko, good with Academy, blue-green card. Sad to pass the Riddler, but I'm going to take Oko. Then there's the other blue-green. We have all 3 blue-green busted 3 drops. Could possibly be... I mean, Uro is the worst of all of them. But I do think it's probably the direction we want to be going. I think that we're probably at this point very unlikely to be really a Tolarian Academy deck. It'll be nice if somehow we just get a bunch of busted artifacts, but right now I'm going to kind of draft in the mindset that I am just a blue-green value deck now with a Mox Pearl. So Noble Hierarch is nice. Natural Order is also nice. Yeah, you could take Ascension with Nadu. Maybe that's more of a priority. I think I'm going to take the Hierarch because it's 1 mana. Natural Order could wheel. It's a good fixer for us as well. We're a little low on fixing. This isn't going to be an amazing Natural Order deck. Okay, take Cub over Talisman, I think. Cub is just so good with Nantuko. It's 2 creatures for Nadu. Just, again, okay, just not being an artifact deck. I still could end up being good if we get Strip Mine. That's kind of... I guess maybe it's still okay if we get... we're really far away from it being good, though. Don't think I'm that interested in, like, Mindstone or Meekstone or Questing Beast. Fnatic is good with Uro. End of list, I guess. If I had had the fast spawn, I would take the Upheaval. Oh, that's true. I still was good with Uro. I think I'll take the Fnatic. A weird draft. I'm glad we took the blue-green signal. Kitten technically triggers Nadu. I think it's not usually very good here. Witness could be okay. Kitten could be good with... Kitten's good with Oko also. We do have a Mox. I think the Kitten maybe... I think I'm going to take a Speculative Kitten. I don't think Witness is very good. I don't think either is super good, but... I think it seems like a fine... maybe kind of card. I think the Bailiff Prime will maybe get there. Guess I'll put these in the maybe get there column. Okay, then Shifting Woodland makes the Ice Still much, much better. And then there's the Earthbender Ascension to combo with the Nadu. There's also the Thassa's Oracle, though. I don't think the Oracle's that important. It's obviously nice to have. I think the Ascension is more important. And then we wield the Natural Order, which has now become really good in our deck. We'll play Blue-Green Talisman, I think. Probably not going to play Mindstone. Cyborg Terra Sunder. Okay, well, this pack ended up going pretty well, I think. So far. Not sure about these 2 cards, but this looks like a pretty good core. Doing okay on playable count. Getting Hierarch and Talisman makes our fixing a little bit better than it looks. We'll take that. Take Misty Rainforest over Wanchitong. Image. We are kind of light on... I mean, we might just be like a more normal blue... Yeah, I'm honestly going to probably prioritize taking Counter Magic if I could find it, since... We have just Earthbender's Ascension to go off with Nadu. Like, I'm going to prioritize that, and then like a big thing to get off Natural Order. And then like we have Mystic Confluence and Remand, in addition to just like having a lot of good interaction. There's Channel. Could also take Pest Infestation. We have Channel Baloth Prime is okay. Yeah, I think it just needs to be Pest Infestation, especially if I'm trying to be this more interactive deck anyways. I already have a blue-green fetchable, so I'm going to take the Verdant Catacombs over the Breeding Pool. Don't actually have any colorless mana for the Mycospawn. Halfling? You want to take Halfling over Pest Infestation? Or it was in that pack over the Catacombs, right? This card's just insane, I think. There's Tropical Island, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on playables and card advantage. Although I would like Jace. I'm gonna take the chop. That's true. Yeah, we'll play the Talon Gates with the Uro. Easy Jace. I don't think you could ever look at this stack of cards and think taking any 4 drop is easy over Tropical Island. I think you need to seriously reevaluate your priorities. Ask for the $50. Thank you so much for the dono. No concern for Baragoyf. I am not. Yeah, I'm not gonna splash black for it. Torsten for natural order. Yeah. Torsten is just like still invisible to me. Maybe. I don't know. We think Tamio is like filler level playable, which we kind of have a couple of anyways. Chariot probably over Katara. Chariot kind of makes the kitten close to getting there. Kitten's also good with Tamio. Yeah, I think that kind of got there. I don't know if we're gonna play the natural order if we just have the Nadu as a hit. Although we definitely had some. I should have taken the stupid Torsten. Okay, there's World Spine Worm. Yeah, yeah. I think we'll take this. Not sure if this is how many lands we're playing. Do we have good image targets? We can image Badgermole Cub, which is pretty good. End of list. Image is kind of okay in general. I mean, I think Sandman's really bad. Okay, we did wheel Channel. I don't think we have much to do with it. Like Channel Baloth Prime is pretty good though. Or it's like okay, maybe not pretty good. Channel Dark Depths. The Mycospawn also, I guess we only have one. We do have one colorless source. It's a very mana hungry deck, but we have a Mox, a Hierarch, and a Talisman, and a Badgermole, and a Fanatic, and an Ancestral Recall. It's probably fine to be 16 plus the Pearl. So that would mean we're making a cut. Is Baloth Prime? Maybe Baloth Prime is just not it. Does it work on fetch lands? It does work on fetch lands. So we've got Ice Till plus Baloth Prime plus double fetch land. That's kind of interesting. I guess we'll just got the Mycospawn. Gates does tap for colorless, yeah. Oh, for Mycospawn. Mycospawn for Woodland's also kind of good. I think that's just not a great Mycospawn deck. With no Gaia's Cradle, no Strip Mine. Oh, sorry, the channel is in. Okay, sorry, I didn't want channel. I wasn't sure where the extra card came from. So well, I mean, not a great. I think it still gets in there. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really? 10? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of green. Looks about right. We're on the play with I think a keep. I mean, seems like a keep to me. We get the Surveil turn 1 2. Very in on this Oko, and like Oko just doesn't quite solo games like it used to. I say you're ahead of Doom, same trophies, but less drafts done. More trophies is ahead. Uh-oh, Boris. How do you deal with draw in terms of the donation amount? I genuinely have no idea what you're asking. All right, I cast Oko. I might elk my own like Fanatic so that I can trigger Nadu next turn. We'll see. Yeah, I was a bit worried about being too in on the Oko. So I could go. I think what we'll do here is. Oh, I only have one blue. Never mind. Okay, so the Chariot can trigger the Nadu next turn. I was thinking what we could do is image the Guide of Souls and then also play the Nadu. And then that would allow us to next turn trigger the Nadu with the Guide of Souls after we get the extra life gain triggers from the chariot. The same amount of wins as another player. Am I above or below? The tiebreaker will be number of drafts. I think we save that for next turn. It's just a big bummer if we brick on the blue source. Could also just hit the blue source here. We do hit a Tamio. So Tamio could maybe return the recall. I think I'm happy enough with this double block. Let's kill the Guide of Souls. Maybe not thrilled. I think it's fine. I think we'll end up sacking the food token end of turn also. My opponent only has, I guess they have 4 cards in their hand after the bobble and the draw step. They also have a Firebolt in the graveyard. Colonnades of some good mana sinks. They have a Celestial Paragon, which can... This is only a mana value 3 or less, so I maybe an okay for one for me to image. So they're definitely gonna have plenty of resources. It's also a little bit annoyingly a 3/4. Let's see what we draw. We do draw a blue source, so why don't we go ahead and just draw 3. I forgot to sack the food. We do mill the Uro. We also mill Displacer Kitten. So I'm going to go ahead and image the Paragon so that I'll be able to replay the Cub next turn potentially. Could also maybe bestow the Nantuko, we'll see. They equip the Planisphere onto the Sarah Paragon. This might be a triple bounce kind of game with the Mystic Confluence. I guess I could bestow the Nantuko onto Sarah Paragon, which would also let me get the Cub back this turn. Too many lines. Oh, sorry, I don't want to bestow on the Paragon because it's a Phantasmal image. So that would be really bad. They attack me for 6. I like interesting that they just kind of left no blockers back either. So I would like to. I just have nothing really good to bestow on, huh? I think that's okay because I just want to get more creatures in play so that I can Alpha Strike. I guess Uro was the best for the Fnatic, although I'm going to escape the... Or sorry, Nadu was the best because of the Fnatic, although I'm going to escape the Uro. I'm going to hold up the Mystic Confluence. Hopefully we don't get too close to decking. I think it's gonna be very tough to lose with Mystic Confluence and then Tamio for Mystic Confluence. Do you think Time Spiral is playable in Vintage Cube? I mean, it's definitely playable. I don't think it's one of the better cards in Cube. I think you mostly need to be like a fast spawn deck to win it. All right, so the Uro in play plus the Fnatic will let me hold up the Confluence. I'm not going to want the Ancestor Recall at this point in the game, which I feel very blessed to be able to say. I guess I'll just leave up food, sack, which I should have sacked earlier. They do have 6 cards in their hand too. Like Time Spiral is the kind of card that's really good in broken decks and really bad in bad decks. Wheel of Fortune GG. I can Mystic Confluence Wheel of Fortune. I have 11, 12, 13, 16, 19, 21, 22 points of power in play. Sure, I'll just go counter that and then bounce these two when they Arena of Glory me. I love Echo of Aeons and Ice Steel decks. Can we do anything with that in Modern, I wonder? All right, not going to bother second the food. We got time to save. Doesn't seem like Terra Sunder is particularly good against them. Let's run it back. Seems like a good matchup. Seems like a pretty good matchup. Oh, we have World Spine Worm in the deck, so we do have some deck insurance, I guess. Is Flash in the cube? I feel we haven't seen a single Flash in any pack or on either side of the table. It isn't? Okay, cool. I guess just haven't seen it. Earthbender's Ascension Displacer Kit looks pretty fun here. It is. It just goes pick one of my experience. It's just sub power. Yeah, I mean, I know most people really rate that card really highly. It definitely seems there's about like 10 cards. People go, this is the best non-power card in Cube. And Flash seems to be one of them. All right, not a bad top deck. A little bit scared about just getting my Cub removed here, maybe. Yeah, I know that Flash is good. We've played some Flash in previous iterations of Cube. I keep looking at Earthbender Ascension, and I think it's the Badger Mole Cub in the sense that if I play it, I keep thinking that it's going to let me I keep thinking that it's going to let me get extra mana, like Badger Mole Cub lets me get extra mana. I might just have to block this. I feel like I think I just want to play Oko next turn. Right, play around Wasteland. So this is an artifact for the Generous Plunder. I think that's going to be not that big a deal. They do give me a treasure token. They give themselves one too. They got 5 cards in their hand, 5 mana, Arena of Glory. They start their turn with the Parlor. Guess we got to watch out for the Celestial Colonnade too. They survey. What format is this? What format is this? Surveil Flage into the yard with Elegant Parlor with Arena of Glory in play. Yeah, I'm glad Doom finally got a win streak. Commodore Perry with 150 bucks. Let's go. Thank you for your generous donation. So this is 6 power to kill my Oko. And they replay the Magda, and this also lets them jump with the Guide of Souls. So at least they can only play Flage once since this stuff gets exiled. Yeah, this game 2 is definitely not looking very winnable. Yeah, phase out doesn't stop the creature from attacking, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's just keep this going here. Does a World Spine Worm save me? No, but it's possible that I could get Nadu, then go off with Nadu Earthbender's Ascension. Oh, right, but then we just... sorry, I stacked my triggers wrong. Phase stops an attack. Does it? I thought that it just comes back on their upkeep. Does it not just come back on upkeep? If you phase it out beginning of combat, it's like, yeah, but I'm not talking about activating this ability. I'm talking about playing it off the ice till. Okay, let's go to game 2. Or sorry, game 3. I'm the play for game 3. Their deck seems pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. Is their deck good or did they just draw crazy? Alright, let's have turn 2 Uro with Talon's Gates to phase out the Uro. They do have Council's Judgment for World Spine Worm, otherwise it seems pretty good against them. Phasing modifies untap step to phase anything that's phased out in before untapping. Very weird mechanic. It's kind of weird that they brought it back. Like, I think it's kind of a nightmare to track. Well, I may lose this game, but I did get to draw 3 cards. We would make it to discard Uro for value here. Oh, sorry, I miscounted. Okay, that's fine. Image on the Cub is pretty good here, though. I mean, phasing's been back for a while, but it's not like it's really done a lot, I guess. All right, so we'll stack the triggers correctly this time. Yes, please. I'll fit the trade, I think. I'm just so ahead on mana, I think I'm okay. And they don't even block, interesting. So we do get really blown out by like a 2 damage to everything kind of effect if I block like this. So I guess I block like this. Like a delayed blast fireball. Like the speed in which they didn't even consider the block makes me think that they have the delayed blast fireball. So they play Corey Steelcutter after a lot. They like attacked really fast and then they did a lot of thinking. They scour themselves instead of me, even though I surveilled the card to the top. They mill Appa and Bobble. Yeah, I mean, I can't like play Uro, then play this from the yard. Almost got to do the thing. Maybe it's better to Pest Infestation here instead of holding up the Confluence. I think holding up the Confluence is fine. Order gonna get us here. Could have hit Steel Cutter before phasing. Could have hit the Steel Cutter before phasing. I mean, I phased out the token, not the Steel Cutter, so I always had the same opportunity to get it. All right, take your 2 mana 2/2. Phasing phases equipment 2. What? How am I learning? What? Phasing a token phases out the equipment attached to it? Okay, they just conceded the Confluence mana being tapped for. Phasing out always phases auras and equipments attached to it. Banding is very similar to Mutate. And yet, when I rant about Mutate, everyone's like, what are you talking about? I love Mutate. We'll feel bad if we draw Uro by putting back the Talon Gates, I guess. Dude, we've been playing against so many Black Lotuses. Although it seems like their deck may be weak to Pest Infestation. So they've got 3 mana left. They've lost their artifact for Tolarian Academy. They don't have another artifact for the Tolarian Academy, probably. And then they play a Deep Cavern Bats. Well, you know, of all the Black Lotuses I've seen, this is not one of the more impressive ones. They missed their attack. There was a little bit of lag there. We've cast a spell. All right, baby. I forgot to update the. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the Terrace Under and I'll update the spreadsheet here. What are we cutting? I think I'm gonna cut the Baloth. Seems like I don't need like the really over the top stuff here. Okay, on the draw. Why didn't we play extra land? Sorry, we should have. We should have. For some reason, I was thinking like we didn't have one in the yard, but yeah, obviously we just could have played it that turn. Good looking hand. I mean, my opponent's got Black Lotus and Tolarian Academy in their deck though, so hard to be comfy, wumpy. I mean, I've got multiple broken Simic 3 drops in my hand. You can take the pick which one you want to play against the least. Commodore Perry with the $150. Did I already? No, I already said that. Well, thank you either way. It's very generous. Starting to lose my mind a little bit again. Can we combo with Kitten and Tamio? We don't have infinite combo, but we just value. No, like Lotus Petal. Unban Oko. Do I have Shuko for infinite? Shuko's not in the queue, but assuming you mean like Lightning Greaves, but we just have value Nadu also. We didn't find any of the full combo pieces. All right, Oko all the way down to 3 loyalty. Do I name Ancestral Recall? Oh wait, Tamio's kind of good against Collector Brutality, huh? I guess maybe I could Surveil first. Although I guess how often am I gonna minus the Tamio? Are they going to sack the Aether Spellbomb to block the food tokens? Not exactly better than Aether Spellbombing it. Okay, so they're not even leaving up the ability to activate the Extruder. Yeah, let's just draw Ancestral Recall. That's how that works, right? I could also also name Time Walk just to scare them. I guess Recall might scare them too. We do mill Natural Order, which we could possibly use next turn. If they sack you to win a hit the Extruder, I mean, I don't care about this card at all. I think it's pretty slow. I guess Aether Spellbomb for World Spine Worm not looking too good. Or sorry, Natural Order for World Spine Worm not looking too good into the Aether Spellbomb. They do kill my Oko. So I guess we're going to Natural Order for Nadu, while also no longer even allowed. Maybe it's still better to just like get the Oko back. Oh, sorry, the Nadu's underneath this. Shoot. Okay, although I honestly Ice still don't is kind of good here too. We don't have a black source for the Terrace Under. Just get to the hardcast World Spine Worm. Is it a punt or oopsie doopsie? I think this is probably still the play. Okay, we do build a Shifting Woodland, although if my ice still dies, it'll be sad to not be able to woodland anything. We can go woodland, Displacer Kitten, cast Terrace Under, start buying stuff back with the Tamio. Yes, you do. Talon Gates. Okay, what does Talon Gates do in this spot here? You can Woodland Kitten. I know I could Woodland Kitten. I'm not sure what you're saying about the Talon Gates, though. Okay, so I've lost my non-creature spell for the Tamio next turn. Talon Gates flickers. Oh, filters for back. Sorry, right. I did forget that we have the black mana there again. All right, so they got two cards in their hand. They got Aether Spellbomb Extruder up. We don't draw a non-creature spell. Oh, they. What did they do with the Collective Brutality? Oh, I have Tomio in play. They can't discard the Terra Sunder. Fun. And then I mill Uro. Also fun. So we're gonna have plenty to do with our mana here. Cool. Tomio's static ability being relevant. I kind of don't want to plus the Tamio. I'm gonna go down too many cards. I guess I do want to play my Tropical Island first, though. Maybe I'm sleeping on Tamio. I don't know. Do I want food? Yeah, I should eat some food. I haven't had anything today. Thank you, sweetie. So the Mox Pearl is free to play, assuming they don't Aether Spellbomb my cat, which they do, which is okay. I guess it's a woodland, not a cat. So yeah, I'll just go image or return the image, grab the Pyrogoyf, kill the bat. And I'll leave back a insect token so I can double block the Pyrogoyf. How far away am I? Okay, I guess these are both summoning sick. How far away am I from hardcast World Spineworm? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one short next turn. I don't have a non-creature spell for the Woodland Cat. Okay, I'm not going to plus this Tamio, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mill the Ancestor Recall. So our opponent is down to 6 life. I think playing anything else is just overcommitting into a sweeper. Hardcast Worlds by Worm is possible now. We could cast it. If you mean next turn, then yeah. I don't know if there was a way to do it this turn. I don't think so. Interesting. Why does this game hate me? Yeah, we can plus the Tamio. And $200 anonymous donation. Thank you for your generous dono, getting me through all of this insanity today. Coveted Jewel not looking too good unless they have their own Displacer Kitten. If only were actual wheel spells and abilities. Yeah, I guess wheel would have been stopped by Tamio. Baleful Strix. What am I supposed to name on Tamio? Just Ancestor Recall, probably. Could name Displacer Kitten if I draw like any non-creature for turn. I guess it's just to recall kind of bad into Hull Breacher, so probably not naming that. So probably, I guess Kitten could also be bad too. Yeah, maybe Terra Sunder is just the best now that we can filter with Talon Gates. They still have 7 mana here, 6 cards in hand. Are we? I don't. Do we have Rumble in the deck? I don't think this deck has Rumble. I think Terra Sunder is probably the right name. Actually, that was the right name. So maybe now that I've drawn this, I could name Displacer Kitten. Since it's kind of free. Okay, we mill a Fanatic and a Cub and a Remand. I don't have Delirium for the Woodland to like be able to maybe attack with this. Let's see. So they go block, 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 and then they take the Oko is technically a lethal attack if they have nothing. But I probably just want to Elk the Hull Breacher instead. Yeah, I think I just need to Elk the Hull Breacher so I can draw off the Uro and the Covenant Jewel. Thank you, Oko. You're not washed after all. Can we also Tomio for Mystical Confluence? We've already activated the Tomio this turn. So we could only do that if we drew Displacer Kitten plus non-creature, which we are going to get 4 cards here, so it could happen. Mill Courser of Crewfix. So it seems like our opponent's going to go down to 1. Grew the Goyf, nice. Well, also Grew the Goyf, boo. Is Worm alive draw? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, with the Jewel we can card cast it. So they block the Uro. They chump with the Breacher, and then they eat the Ice Till, which I'm kind of happy with because we're milling ourselves. They float 3 blue mana. Then they make a white as well. Command for the donor link. Yeah, you can go exclamation point donation, exclamation point C4C. You can scan the QR code on your screen. Could we have Shifting Woodland the Worm with the trick on the stack? They have their own Mystic Confluence. Okay, we still get to draw the cards. They're 1 mana short of replaying the Hull Breacher, which is crazy. I think we played this turn, or maybe it was the last turn. But the Worldspine Worm there's no trigger on the stack. It's like a replacement effect. Okay, we did draw Worldspine Worm, which I love that this is just the I don't have to think top deck. Oh, this doesn't die, huh? I guess I didn't play around. Miscalc. Could play the island first. It's worded like a trigger not a replacement. It should say if it would when it's put when it's put into a graveyard from anywhere, shuffle into its owner's library. Wait, is it a trigger? I guess it is. I really thought it was a replacement effect. Yeah, I know when is the trigger word. I just thought it was replacement effect, just wrong. So I guess we could have, although we didn't have Delirium. It's a trigger Gristlebrand player. Oh right, because yeah, there's also the just Neoform Gristlebrand. Like sometimes that they like respond to the Worldspine Worm. Like you discard Worm to hand size on your cleanup step, and then that allows you to respond. Arukubi with the $500 dono. Thank you so much. Very generous. Thank you to everybody who's donated. I'm out here grinding for y'all. Huge donation. Maybe the biggest of the weekend. All right, let's try to get a trophy. Sure. All right. Should probably be content to see that. They oust my land. Dude, running into oust here is brutal. I mean, I think my mana's just so accounted for here. I think I gotta image the Epicer. I can also like maybe loot Uro away for some value. Dude, Oust is crazy. Oh, I can also Oko the blood token. Yeah, I genuinely don't know how Hogpog has 27 drafts. Like I like how it's even possible to have that high of a number. Like I have of the possible like like I've streamed for almost 14 of hours so far. It's just crazy. Yeah, built different. Been live for like 25 hours. But yeah, even then it's like the her drafts are like going much faster than mine too. Maybe when dropping if the draft goes poorly rather than playing a match. There's like no way that's a proper strat, I would think. But I don't think that that's what's happening either. Yeah, I have finals a lot. All right, they Talon Gates my blood token. They've got 3 cards left in their hand. They might be able to finish off the Oko. Yeah, she is always like this. They've got an Ocelot Pride. We drew Earthbender Ascension. Well, I think I'm going to try to go for Natural Order into World Spine Worm. Let's go ahead and attack first. Do I want to Elk the Ocelot Pride? Hope they don't have Mana Tithe. I think we make a food this turn. They blood token on their turn, or is it blood token discard ephemerate? Interesting. They flip the shaman, which we might want to steal with the Oko. Wait, is this minus? This is -5, right? Yeah, -5. Plays Arena of Glory. Plays a Mother of Runes. So it seems like they're cold to the worm. I mean, they just discarded Ephemerate. I could Elk plus Earthbender Ascension, and then that would require them to block both. Although I think that just giving them the Reflection plus Fable is too good, so I think instead we're going to plan to cast Chariot and then steal the Reflection. Let me go and attack for 15, though. You're on pace to be 5th in trophies. I'm in 5th right now, right? I'm behind... I guess I'm still ahead of Jim. So I'm behind Doom, Hogpog, and Ginger. So I guess I'm in 4th. And then I might win this match, right? Will I still be behind Doom and Ginger and Dingo? Could maybe catch up with them. Wait, no, sorry. Wait. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I guess this trophy does not advance my position. It just clears me from being behind, being close to Jim. One more game and we get our 4th trophy here. So they do have Oust. Again, I'm gonna do my best to not have to go for the World Spine Worm there, but let's run it back. I don't think I want to play the Terra Sunder. Do you want to play a crop rotation with the Talon Gates in the deck? I don't know. It's really only good with that, but it is good with Uro. I think let's just run it here. I don't like that the card is like mostly blank unless we are casting a non-escaped Uro. Well, I guess sometimes phasing out is not the worst. Can surveil. All right, so we have the Badgermole Cub to bait the Oust again, I guess. No Enduring. Well, let's cast the Cub. They oust my land again. You know, we might lose game 2. Tapped Arena of Glory. You Enduring? Who up Enduring? No Enduring. Maybe take 4? Down to 14. I wonder if they have Oust if they're thinking about maybe saving it for World Spine Worm. obviously hard to tell if that's what their thought is or not. I think we're gonna go for Chariot this turn. We didn't see Reprieve or Mana Tithe last game. Although they also didn't endure, so I don't really know what the thing is here. They could have Cathar Commando. Am I okay trading Badgermole Cub for Cathar Commando? Not really. Maybe I am with the Chariot in play. They could have Felia. Right, I think I'll just hold back. Yeah, it could be unexpectedly absent. Nothing is odd. Again, they might just be worried about they may be worried about World Spy Worm again. Okay, so Johnny with the Voice of Victory is a little bit of a problemo. So we could play this plus fetch land this turn and get a 4/4. Think I'd prefer to just go Earthbender's Ascension into hold up remands. The next turn we can get the Earthbender's Ascension active. Oh, they have Voice of Victory. Fuck. Okay, so am I making 2 pests? I guess we make 2 pests. I can make more pests later too. Right, we might still get to block the Voice this turn. Because they might want to attack with it, so they have red permanents for a Johnny. Okay, well, I guess we'll just remand that then. I guess that's the card that they were really thinking a lot about, huh? So we have 4, 7, 8. So we could play Baloth and sack a land next turn. Get the Earthbenders Ascended. Earthbender's Ascension also gives trample. Am I dead? 5, 6, 7. I can't block at all, right? Even if I crew the Chariot. Yeah. Because I wasn't sure if it just gave the ability to think, okay, so they're at 17. Can I kill them? Are they dead? Probably they're not dead. So I right now have, let's say that this is free to attack with if I play the Baloth Prime. So I've got 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage in play. And then 14 off the Earthbender's Ascension. All right, Baloth. No, Baloth is tapped, but the Beast token isn't tapped. So Beast token gets to crew. I can this only copy tokens? Yeah, only copies tokens. If I elk a land, it does get extra power and toughness, but I don't. The problem is that I have to tap there. Wait, the Beast token is tapped? Second land created tapped. Okay. Probably no chance then. So they have 3, 6, 7. I guess technically 8 damage. Yeah, we know they have Ephemerate in their hand, which is the problem. I guess I'll just make them do it. Yes, I know we're dead, or we're playing it out here. The 6-0's face down. Okay, they saw the line, game 3. Tough. On all the marbles, I do think our matchup on the play is pretty good. Although we have to mulligan. Oh, we have the combo. Wow. Oh, yes. Okay. Don't miss click. Don't miss click. We have turn 2 Uro. Combo, you'll see. Okay, so this is the land. This is the evoke, so we need to. Now we have colorless for Mycospawn, maybe. Not too bad against the Borosagger deck. Fear of missing out. Cubing's going. It's going a little bit better right now. Win with the $50. Thank you for the dono. And Cyclone with the 11 months. Appreciate you also. All right, so let's go Courser first. I would like to draw that, yeah. So good, missing out on the Exalted. I guess I already have my. I can just get basic force. This taps for blue. That's okay. And then play this for turn. Pass back. Hold. That's true, Talon. I keep forgetting this can tap for blue. All right, so let's go to combat. I think we check with the Uro. Draw Nadu with Earthbender's Ascension in play. Honestly, Nadu Earthbenders might be better than holding up Mystic Confluence. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I won't have triple blue, or because this filters, I won't have enough to go Nadu with Confluence up. Yeah, I guess we could just play Earthbender's Ascension and hold up the Confluence and then try to go off with this next turn. Seems okay. It's just kind of impossible to not hold up the Confluence this turn. I guess I should have tapped the Hierarch instead of the island. When do you want the Ascension before the land drop? Well, if we play the Ascension, we shuffle away the land from the top, so we don't guarantee getting the land drop. Okay, 4th trophy. We continue.